y'all. Hey, welcome back. It's Friday. And welcome to another episode of Queens of the Ring. I am Nik-J, and this is my sister friend, Boxiana. How you doing, Boxiana?
It's been a long week, friend. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. We here. How about yourself?
I am tired. I'm very tired. It was actually the week went by fast, but today was a long day. So I'm happy it's the weekend, and we are closing out April with another great slot of boxing cards tomorrow. So y'all come on in the room, come on in, click the like button as you come on in the room. You know, if you haven't subscribed yet and you just peeping through, go ahead on and subscribe too. Come on in the room. We got in the room today. First person in the room today is Southpaw Boxing 77. Thank you. Thank you for showing up and showing out all on time and whatnot. Also, Kevin Sims. How you doing? We got 93 in Riches Entertainment. What's up, Joe Townsend? How you doing? What's up, Frank from the land? My dude, thank you for coming through. We got Boxing and Barbecue. We got Jason Williams. We have Elbow. We have our Jason Williams. Let's see who else we have. All Around Strong. We got Big Snack Pack. How you doing today? How you doing? We have Moody Trey Weather. Living a God-filled life. How are you doing? Today? Thank you for stopping through. Land of the 216, Pablo Escobar. What's up, Jay Good? We have Steven and Anthony Boulder. Y'all come on in the room. Come on in. Tell your friend. King Grayson, Nurse Lee. How you doing? Who else do we have? David Hambone Hamilton. Okay, Shaquille. Hey, Shaquille. Hey, sister cousin. Yes. Look who else that showed up tonight. Boxiana is Diana Tejada at the dinner table. I'm sorry. I know who that is. Do you know who that is, Boxiana?
I have a kind of a clue, but I don't know exactly who that is. But you finna tell me, because I'm finna get ready to cut up already. We ain't even been here a couple of minutes.
And am. So for those of you guys who watch Power, the Power Book 2, y'all know exactly who Diana is. Diana basically came over and kicked over the goddamn dinner table and just started all kind of shit. She just started a shit.
That's what you was talking about when she came and kicked that. Why? See, you know what? I think y'all are giving me a bad reputation. The person that y'all trying to make me out to be, I'm really, really, really not that person. I'm a good person. Y'all are making me out to be some hard criminal. Look at your face, friend. Even you.
No.
Even you. I saw your face. Y'all trying to make me out to be a criminal. I'm no criminal. I'm just me.
No, she's a sweet
trying
baby.
To play me out.
She
kicked over the dinner table.
Basically, she dropped a bomb shitload of information that blew up the whole family. Basically, that's what she did. That's what
me.
Yeah. What's up, Mr. Mont? We have Brandon Calhoun. Hi, Brandon. How's my beautiful queens doing? We making it. We doing it. We making it do what it do. Talib Cunningham, Brandon Calhoun, gun-toting Democrat. How you doing? Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Spurgood Marshall, Star City J. Y'all just better come on in the room then. Come on in, Shogun 76 and Golden Boy and OG Eric. Contender. How you doing? Who else we got? Kareem Elamine, Thomas Moreland. Did I say you Brenda Calhoun? Nurse Lee. Ladies. Hey, ladies. What's up? Who else we got? Blue Knight. We have Keen Midge. We have Linda Johnson. We have Sean. And we also have David Hambone Hamilton, Queens of Texas. And you know this. David. Okay. Thank you. So listen, y'all, let's go ahead on and jump right on into it. Like I said, April has been a wonderful month filled with absolutely phenomenal fights all month long. And hopefully tomorrow they will continue the trend. We have two big cards. But before we get into those big cards, it's always something going on in the world of boxing. They give us shit to talk about weekly. So what I want to first start talking about, what I first want to get into is, do y'all notice how, you know, it's still rumblings from that Spence performance? We still talking about Spence and Ugas. We still talking about the aftermath. Now we're talking about if and when the Crawford Spence fight is gonna be made. That's what we're talking about now. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has, their pick and their explanation, which is great. It's absolutely wonderful build up for the fight. But I've seen a lot of people talking. And Spence has been very active himself on social media, right? He's been very active himself, putting out subliminals, some things not so subliminal. He's basically telling people to keep that same energy. I see a lot of people want to jump over the fence after they saw that hurting that I put on Ugas. But I'm going to need y'all to stay, keep that same energy. That's basically what he's telling the people. I have a question for you. Where's Budrick? I haven't really heard much from Budrick. What? Chat.
Budrick's been very, very, very quiet. Minus that one little meme that I seen him post with the fish. Budrick has been very, very quiet. Drink More Water has done more talking for Budrick than Budrick did done for himself. And matter of fact, all of Bud fans have done more talking for Bud than Budrick has done for himself. I'm wondering. I ain't even heard, his biggest leader. I ain't even seen her with the rumbling. So I'm wondering where the whole Budrick family is. The whole Budrick family missing. Even the dog.
Well,
Even the dog.
well, I just thought it was interesting. I was trying to figure out if it's just me. I'm not the social media hall monitor, so I don't know. Maybe I missed something. But yeah, I hadn't
Well,
seen nothing.
Steven, what has Bud been saying? Because I hadn't seen
Yeah,
Bud
what is
say,
the,
Butcher ain't said much of nothing.
the
I seen him post some little fishes.
The only thing I saw was that Bud was posting. I saw that I did see interesting pics of him in his snack gear and doing a little workout with the Bane helmet on. Doing some sparring, some working out with Devin Haney. That's really the only thing that I've seen. Spence has also been putting out footage of him back and getting it in, keeping himself in shape and whatnot. So I just haven't seen any. I haven't seen much from Bud. Yes, I haven't seen a lot. I haven't. But hey,
I'm not here to judge nobody. I am not here to judge anybody, but I said come down from the rafters with your bat and your steam face. I meant that. Like now is time to Shannon Briggs. Like, ain't it's not time to be quiet. Build this shit up, make us everybody going, but make us really, really get into this shit. I told y'all ain't gotta be enemies. Not at all.
no,
Oh.
no, we
I
don't
didn't
want.
fought some people and was friends with them the following week. Like actually friends with them the following week. So I mean, Shannon Briggs him, Bud, Drake,
I don't know if Bud wants to do
him.
that. And I love this comment. Thank you, Akando Sami Hassan. He says, and I was gonna ask you if you heard about this. Bob Arum got these Bud fans in their feelings. Did you hear what old man Bob had to say?
Bob said what all of us know. Bob said what all of Budrick's fans are fearful of. He said the truth, because the truth shall prevail. He said Budrick cannot,
He said what? Say it again.
cannot, cannot Cannot. Girl.
Well, Bob basically, and you know, I can't take what Bob says seriously. Steven says he had an interview. He's talking about Bud. Bud had an interview a couple of days ago in which he said his main goal is to become undisputed. Okay. Okay. I had not heard that, but if that's what he's saying, then okay. Um, but what Bob has basically said is he don't know if Bud, after that performance that we all witnessed, he don't know if, you know, Bud is mentally prepared to get in the ring and whatnot. He called in to question his mental focus and all this good stuff. Now, do take with a grain of salt that this is Bob Arum and he and Bud are no longer doing business with each other. So you know, he's free to speak his mind now about. Well, he was always free to speak his mind about Bud because he said he could have built a mansion in Hollywood with the money that he lost on Bud. So he's always been free to speak his mind. But that's what he said, honey. I you know.
I mean, you know, people use the times to say the things that they really want to say when they ain't fucking with people no more. You know how when two females is friends and then they ain't friends no more, then that one friend always going to talk about the other friend like they were never tight. That same situation. Bob didn't see something, but it's all good. We gonna let it play how it's gonna play. Let Bud fans have all they hope. They gonna need all the hope and snacks they can have. All the snack you can eat, y'all gonna need every last one of them because it's gonna be a long, long night.
Long night. Long night. So also there was an interesting take I saw today from, you know, our favorite, one of our very favorite jarhead milk dud, Tim Bradley. So Tim, um you know, he's a Bud enthusiast. He loves Budrick. He's going to ride for Bud, which I have no problem with whatsoever. He made a few statements, but I watched the whole clip, and at the end of the clip, he basically said it's a 50-50 fight. But he, you know, he just, I wish he would just, I don't know what I want from him.
I wish
I
he
want
would
him to,
stop clapping ass for Budrick. That's what I want him to do. He get out there every time you hear Budrick name, he get out there and toot that ass up and may throw that thing in a circle every fucking time. I'm sick of his butt clapping ass. No, friend, he not getting no excuses. Cool, Bud your dude, but goddamn, like y'all be shitting on Earl, and I don't know what the hate is for Errol. I don't know why they hate him so much. The shit is ultimately weird. But Tim Bradley butt clapping ass, I didn't had entirely too much enough of him. I see what y'all mean. I see what y'all mean about fired on my day off. Okay,
yeah, well,
I got it. Okay.
turn over the table. They kind, yeah, that's what he was talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Boxiana. That's yeah, yeah. So, Box, do you have any Twitter tea for the good people?
I mean, sure, there's plenty of great Twitter tea. I'll start with my favorite that I've heard this week. My favorite, Mr. Canelo, is in the corner of Mr. Valdez.
Oh, he's gonna be in his corner.
Yeah, they've been sparring and all that. That's his guy. He's pulling for Valdez to win this fight.
Wait,
Spicy rumblings in the comments. People are really torn at that because a lot of people are pulling for Shakur.
of course.
Not well,
I didn't.
Canelo said.
Well, I knew they trained, you know, in the same gym and whatnot, but I didn't realize that he was gonna be in his corner. I wonder if he gonna be in his corner, cause don't he got to get
I don't
ready?
think maybe I don't think he gonna be like in the corner. He probably gonna be in that corner of ringside. I
Okay,
doubt he's in his corner.
okay. Is he fighting? Is Bivol? Is him and Bivol? Are they fighting in Vegas?
I don't know where that fight is. I think it is.
Okay, well that would make sense then, because then they're all in Vegas. So that would make sense. That would make sense. That would make sense. Okay, cool. All right. Well, we shall see. We shall
We
we
shall
shall
see.
see. We've seen crazier. We've seen Gary Russell Jr. be in his brother's corner before his fight. So that should be interesting.
They just so they got a lot of jobs. They got a lot of jobs in
Lot
their
of
family.
yeah, well, lot of jobs, lot. You know what else I saw? Some Twitter tea. Um, Canelo is going back and forth with Usman a little bit. Are you surprised that he's giving him some energy right now?
Yes, me off guard. I was like, wow. Canelo used his own self as a meme and everything. Get the fuck out of here. He asked who this guy, all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, Canelo. But I like the drama of boxing, even if it ain't the attention. I want to see y'all get the Shannon Briggs' ass. You like what you see? It's happening, champ. I'll grab his food out his plate, all that shit, eat it all. It's just, yeah, all that. Come down from the rafters. Man, say, friend, go for what you know. He Guzman said he gonna go for what he want, and he want Canelo. So
That's what he said. You know what? I'm typically not a
mm,
fan of the crossing genres, but that particular fight, it interests me a little bit.
he
That
gonna get
particular
his ass
fight,
knocked out.
he might, but
He
that
will.
interests me a little bit, and I'm not exactly sure why. Um, Opulent
I don't
LD,
like them.
go ahead.
I don't like them MMA fighters be trying to be boxing and shit. Cause I feel like they brain won't tell their feet to stop kicking. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna be in the ring. That's why Tyrone Woodley got knocked out. He got knocked out because his brain was telling his feet kick this motherfucker, and their leg wouldn't come off the mat. So and he got knocked out instead. It's true.
You know, he was old though. He's
I don't
old.
hear that. I don't hear that. Then he went and took his bum ass and get a damn tattoo with this man's name on it. How the fuck you? I guess you got the money now to go get it. What's
Removed.
that? Removed,
Yeah.
but you still it's there forever. Once you do it, it's there forever.
Now that was bummy. That was very very bummy of him, and I don't ever want him to make that kind of deal with the devil again ever. We have Opulent LD. Shine on, ladies. Thank you so much, Opulent LD. We appreciate you coming through this evening. We also have Errol Taylor Senior. Salute, Queens. Finally caught it live. Good. Good, good, good. We glad you're catching this live episode. It's going down this evening. It's going down. So listen, like I said, I think that fight, that's probably one of the more interesting fights, crossover fights that I would actually like to see. I'm not interested in seeing Fury and Ngannou, but for some reason, Usman and Canelo, I feel like it would be a competitive, a bit more competitive than any other crossover that I've seen. I'm just,
Canelo finna floor his ass.
hey man, I'm just
Canelo
saying.
finna floor his ass. When I
I
say floor his ass,
don't know.
gas pedal.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know, because this is
Them
the one thing I
MMA
do know.
fighters.
Listen, Usman has a cranium of steel. Like, you remember the old RoboCop when they had that thing over his head? He got a head like that. Like, he really has a really big, sturdy cranium. So I'm just eager. I would like to see it. I just
No, BJ big on Usman. Me, I'm is not. I'm not big on him, and I say Canelo floors him. Gas pedal 0 to 100
You know
real
what? Let
fucking
me
quick.
let me ask Miss Tay Tay MMA and combat. Peace and blessings, Queen. Salute.
Hey
Thank
Tay
you, Tay
Tay,
Tay. Tay Tay, let me ask you. How you feel about a Usman Canelo crossover? Let me know in the comments how you feel about that. I'm eager to know what anybody else want to see that.
floored.
New Fat
His
Boy.
brain, that big ass cranium you fucking talking about, ain't gonna stop his fucking feet from saying kick Canelo because he hitting him in the wrong fucking spots. He can't knock him down on the ground and crunch him up, all that MMA shit they be doing. No, it's straight hand, these two hands in your two faces, titties, all the stomach area, all this shit, all that. He can't do none of that. Fold him up, wrestling down to the ground, and that big ass fucking head ain't gonna tell his brain, don't kick him. If you
Well, see,
kick him,
that would make it even more interesting because he would be the first one that did the crossover fight that accidentally forgot. And if he haul off and kick the shit out of Canelo, do you know how funny that's gonna be to me? Do you know how hard I'm gonna
do
laugh?
you know I would? The sport is over. You fucking kick Canelo. I'm suing your ass myself. Your ass is going. You will never fucking fight again. Fight done. Over with. You kick Canelo.
Listen,
Kick silk pajama wearing Canelo.
that's worth $79.99. That'll be worth my $79.99. You hear me? That
If you
it
kick him,
was.
friend, I'm just gonna call you. I'm interrupting all that shit. It's over with. I'm not gonna be able to focus on nothing because I'm gonna be too busy trying to pick my man up off the ground because he fucked up about Canelo.
Girl, I would die. I would die. New Fat Boy Fitness, thank you for coming through. Salute, ladies. Needed these laughs right now. Enjoying the live, fam. Thank you for coming through. We glad you were enjoying it. Let me see. What Tay Tay say? What Tay Tay say? Tay Tay, I'm looking for your comeback. Let me see. Let me see. What she say? That would be ugly. Okay. Okay. Tay Tay.
See,
Okay.
because that big ass fucking head is gonna be telling him, kick this
Uh-oh.
motherfucker.
See, my girl Karma. She in here with me. My MMA homie saying Usman would wish Big Nello, and I think she's saying wash Big Nello. That's what I'ma say.
Karma, you my dog. You know, you my dog, Karma. No.
I think he gonna
Y'all
get
see
him.
what happened? Look at all these MMA fighters that start boxing. They don't do well, you guys. They don't do well.
See, she did mean wash. I think you know what, Karma. I don't think he gonna wash him, but I think it's gonna be a competitive fight. Thank you, Big Hey, Sheena. Sheena sent us a super sticker. Thank you, Sheena. Yeah, I think. Listen, Tay Tay says Usman would wrestle the hell out of him in the octagon. Well, yeah, I think that's a no. I think he got him beat easily in the octagon. But I like Usman's hands. I really do. I like his hands. I don't know. Wishful thinking, I guess.
Have to smash the gas on Canelo fast. Like he gonna have to. You have the fastest hands in the history of boxing and knock him out real quick for him to have any chance.
Well,
Good luck.
I ain't saying it can't happen. I just want to see it. But now
Good luck.
says Canelo won't carry Usman like Floyd did McGregor. That I believe. I believe he'll probably get his ass up out of there. I don't think he's gonna waste no time. He gonna put, as Black say, he gonna put a demo down if it's to be put down. I think he's gonna put a demo down. But I just feel like Usman might be able to carry his own. He might be able to hold his own. I don't know. We'll see. But
Don't
but
bet. Don't bet on him.
and this is, listen, the reason why I say this is because um Usman goes his 5 rounds a lot. He'll get people up out of the octagon, but he has no problem going his 5 minute rounds. Canelo still being Canelo that y'all love, he still gets, a little winded in the later rounds. So if he's gonna have any chance, he's gonna have to do it early because he might get caught later. He ain't got the quick speed. I'm just saying, I think it's interesting. I think it's very interesting. I think it's interesting. Anyway, we wasn't even trying to that was not supposed to take up that much time on the docket. But in other boxing news, we have two really, really big fights this weekend. One female boxing match, one what are they, lightweights, I believe. One lightweight boxing match. Now, this has been a long time coming with Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. A really long time coming, and I took time out of my day to watch their weigh-in. But I watched the entire weigh-in. Normally, I'll start from when the speaker starts speaking, but I watched the entire weigh-in, and I was just not a fan of the whole wrestling element that they added to this. Maxine, how'd you feel about that?
I felt like it was real strong womanish. I didn't like none of it. It was very masculine womanish. And I don't know what the fuck they were trying to pull off today, but it was not giving what it was supposed to give. I was like, I wasn't expecting this. And I didn't like what Amanda, normally she's my go-to outfitter. Like she always come out with some shit that I was like, ma'am, ma'am, the biggest fight of your life. This is the guts and the glory. What the fuck do you got on? It was real. I don't know. It was. I just had a baby a couple of months ago, and this is my walk in the park outfit when we in the stroller. I didn't like it. I said black Air Forces, Amanda. Like something on her feet that was giving me critical vibes, and I didn't like how they were looking at each other. It was everything was wrong about the element of this. I was very. I don't know about that.
I didn't like the performance. I didn't like the performance. They had the violinist, the Irish violinist, but I didn't like them trying to mix the WWE girls in with this boxing. Like you don't have to do that to sell this fight. We've been really waiting on this fight. I didn't like that. Something about that just didn't sit well with my spirit. And then like you said, normally Amanda, she's suited and booted. She had her hair done. She had a little tendrils out. I, I don't know. I hope the fight is better.
I'm gonna tell you what it was giving.
What
It was giving that little room. You remember Devin had that little conference and Eddie to put that shit together, and then they just threw some music on it. I didn't like none of it. None of it. None of it. Not for this type of fight. Like I don't know. I don't care for wrestling. So
it was the baby shower room. It was the baby shower room
with music, extensive music, strong. The music was too strong for the event. Like the violinist, it was just. I had to turn it down real low because it was loud. It was swallowing the scene. Everything was no. I was waiting for Amanda to come out in some best bullshit. Like I knew she was coming out in I'm finna beat your ass outfit. You know what I'm gonna beat your ass outfit. She didn't have to do much. She could have still came out there with her curls.
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to watch their face to face, but that production just didn't do it for me. And like you said, I forgot Eddie Hearn was the one behind that baby shower conference room Devin had that time, and that's kind of what it felt like. But I was really shocked because Big Bang Hank, Jake Paul is also involved in this.
So Did you see him put himself on the fucking card?
He fighting?
No, he ain't fighting. But Amanda's face, then his face, and then the rest of the fighters on the card.
You're kidding. Oh, Jake from State Farm. Okay. No Filter Tony, aka Uber Gas. Thank you. He says, I got Amanda Serrano beating Katie Taylor. Listen, I have Amanda beating up on Katie too. But we'll get into that in just a second. Also, we have Mr. Mont. Hey, Mr. Mont. Any thoughts on Bomac saying Bud was gonna dominate Errol after not dominating any other welterweight in the division but Jeff Horn? Yeah, I wanted to touch on old Bomac. Bomac is sounding very unsure of himself. I mean, it sounds good. What's coming out of his mouth sounds good, but I listen to a lot of stuff. He's very unsure. At this point, he's unsure about when the fight is going to happen. He's saying what he's supposed to say, but I think he knows that that's not going to happen the way he's saying it's going to happen. And I think right now he should probably just concentrate on Keyshawn. Isn't that his fighter? Doesn't Keyshawn have a fight tomorrow as well? Yeah, I think he should probably just concentrate on Keyshawn because um what he said about what Bud may potentially do to Spence doesn't make a lot of sense to me either. I know Bud has had his knockouts. He knocked out Kell Brook. The fight was stopped with him and Porter. But before any of those things were happening, even with Mean Machine, Bud wasn't dominating. Bud, got shiners on his eye. Bud got dropped, and it wasn't called a knockdown. Sean Porter was winning that fight, in my opinion, before his daddy stopped it. So I wouldn't say dominating either. I think, he's saying what he's supposed to say. What you think about that, Baxiana?
I think he's saying some shit just to get some fucking attention. Cause we all heard him say that Bud couldn't even beat Ugas in the amateurs twice. Ugas beat Budrick 2 times, not just one time. 2 times he beat him 2 times in the amateurs. How are you so confident that Bud is gonna beat the hell out of Errol? Like, Bud is fighting the opponents that Errol has already beat. Like, Sean Porter was winning that fight. Stop that fight. Sean was winning. And Kell was busting him up on his ass.
Mean Machine.
Kapaboskovich put him on his ass. Well, I ain't gonna say his ass, his knee.
His knee.
He put him on his knee.
His knee.
So I mean, like, what are we saying? Like, Budrick is gonna watch who? Not to mention he's been laid off. He's been in the gym sparring.
Not laid off. He ain't laid off. He's
been laid off. Sparring, lifting up people's security guards and lifting weights in the gym wearing jeans. I'll never let that go, friend. I will never let that shit go. You had your ass in the damn gym in jeans lifting weights. I know what it feels like to squat down in some fucking jeans. You had to squat down to lift that fucking, and he didn't have on no stretch jeans. He had on them fucking hard ass Wranglers. He cut all the back of his fucking leg up when he dipped down. I'm okay, friend. I know what you mean.
We have Mr. Gumbo in chat coming through with the super chat. Thank you, Mr. Gumbo. He says, Boxiana, I don't care for wrestling either because I saw Opulent LD and A17 Boxing wrestling in Transformer Oil. Ugh. You know what? Y'all gonna stop going back and forth in these comments. Y'all are a whole mess. So, okay, we also have Phenomenal Mexican back up in the super chat. He says, Boxiana, what's Katie's job after?
You already know all Eddie's fighters is lunch ladies. Going back to the chip shop like that other girl. Alicia Bumgarner sent her back to the chip shop. So I'm sure she got a lunch special somewhere waiting for her too. They all was lunch ladies. Every last lunch. All of Eddie's female fighters is lunch ladies. All
of them. We have another super chat.
Okay.
BFTV says the only thing Bud is gonna wash are the chitlins for Bomac. Listen, I had a real good chuckle a couple of days ago, y'all. We've started the fight party almost 2 years ago, but on the 3rd episode of the fight party, we had a very interesting show where we had a caller that called in, and he made a comment about Bomac, and it tickled Boxiana
and
our soul.
Big flat sloppy ass.
I don't know if any
Still
of
mad at
y'all,
me.
I don't know if any of y'all in the chat remember that episode. It was like our third episode in on the Fight Party, the show we do on Sunday. And y'all, I laughed so hard. I could not contain myself. I could not stop giggling. I was crying laughing. He had to take us off the screen. We were laughing so hard. Y'all, so yeah, BF says he's cleaning and washing chitlins for Bomac.
How did he get on there and call that man that?
I I don't know. I don't know.
There was nothing that we could say. All we could do was sit there and laugh.
And laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh some more and laugh some more. So wait a minute, we'll go back to Phenomenal Mexican since he asked you what Katie Taylor's job is gonna be. So how do you see that fight playing out before we move on to the last fight? How do you see that fight playing out with Katie and Serrano?
Start out about 6. Amanda probably done stepped it up already, maybe probably about 3. She gonna have her out of there maybe between 7 and 9, or her corner gonna stop it because she gonna look like that other girl. Yeah, her. She had a dick nose. You didn't see that lady nose? It looked like a okay.
I saw it.
I've really been working on it, you guys. I really have been. Every time I come here, my brain just says just free speech. Elon Musk said free speech, and I feel like I should go with it.
You should never get banned from Twitter again. They should never put you back in Twitter jail, ma'am.
Do you hear me? I'm not going back to Twitter. Y'all can follow the Queens of the Ring on Twitter. Boxiana is no longer on Twitter. Blame people. Blame people.
We have also, let's see, Ronnie Bravo. Another great episode. Thank you, Ronnie, for coming through. Another great episode from the Queens of Boxing. Salute, ladies. But Baumgartner got skills. Lacks humility, but she got skills. Okay, so listen, I like Alicia Baumgartner too. And I won't necessarily say she lacks humility. I just think she's extremely confident. Um, I won't go there just yet to say she lacks humility. I know she's confident and she's direct, and I know sometimes that rubs people the wrong way, but I won't say she lacks humility. I won't go that far and say that. How you feel about that?
They say that shit about Clarissa. I won't say that. I'm gonna say Alicia is the shit right now. She got the body. She's got the femininity. All that stuff they say Clarissa ain't got. Alicia is carrying for the female, especially the females of color right now.
Right.
So I wouldn't be humble to none of you motherfuckers either. Kiss my ass, so what? And that's how she should be. It's just when it comes to other female black fighters, support your sisters, keep your mouth closed, but shit on the rest of these bitches, cause these other people's is shitting on your girls. You support your girls, but fuck, be humble. After Arrow beat Bud, humble my ass. I'm gonna be a rich bitch. I don't know none of y'all. None of y'all no more. I'm coming in this bitch with my pinky up on my drink. I'm gonna have some shit they don't even sell in the store no more. I'm coming in here with Rolly's fur on.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Rolly's fur.
No, ma'am. I'm gonna have to stop you right there. No, ma'am.
Nope.
I won't put. Nope.
I'm coming in Rolly's fur.
No, ma'am.
He had on that day that he sweated in. I know it's expensive.
No, ma'am.
That one.
No.
That one.
No, Siri Bob. BF says Chuck Taylor will be back at her old job of chasing rats in the soup. First of all, why is you calling this woman Chuck Taylor? Why must you call this lady Chuck Taylor? Why? 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 Thank you, Phenomenal Mexican. Y'all are so crazy. I don't know why he called this woman Chuck Taylor. Jesus. Who else do we have? Roger Cornish. Thank you, Roger Cornish. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I don't think she's necessarily needs humbling, If so, it'll happen to her in the ring. But right now she's on top of her game, and she may be doing what you think needs humbling to get the fight that she wants with Michaela Meyer. You also have to keep that in mind too. She's giving her best Shannon Briggs at this point, So keep that in mind too. Let's see. Who else were we talking about? So you have Serrano in, what did you say, in 6?
I'm gonna say between like 7 and 9.
Okay. I don't know if she stops Katie Taylor. I'm not sure if she stops her. I am picking Serrano to win, but I don't know if she stops Katie Taylor. I think it's going to be I actually think it's going to be a competitive fight. I don't think she's going to run straight through her. And the reason I say that is because Amanda's last couple of fights, I mean, they had to stop the last one, but I think if she comes with Black Air Force energy or Black Jordan energy, I may change my mind and it may be stopped earlier. But for some reason, I just feel like the rat chasing Subway lunch lady is going to be a little sturdy. She's going to be a little sturdy, and I don't think she's going to lay it down for Amanda. But I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be a better fight than what a lot of people anticipate. So we shall see. I hope Serrano gets the victory. I was a bit surprised at how much support, and I guess I shouldn't have been because the Irish travel well and they have a big population in New York. But at the weigh-in, Katie Taylor had a lot of fan support. She had a lot of fan support. So we shall see. I have Amanda with the UD. I have Amanda.
They finna watch their lunch lady get floored. They finna watch their lunch lady get floored.
You think so?
Fucking floored.
That'll be great.
This is the fight of Amanda's life.
It is.
She is the female Manny Pacquiao. If she pull this shit off tomorrow, there's nothing that nobody can say about that woman ever. She has done her thing.
You know what? And you're right about that, her being the female Manny Pacquiao. I think that's the one thing also that concerns me a little bit. Amanda is getting up there in age. So I hope that she does not age in the ring in front of our face. Because I've seen that
damn Katie Taylor.
I hope
now. If you put her in the ring with somebody like Alicia, yeah, she gonna age, and she gonna age and within like 3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah,
not against the lunch lady.
Okay. I'm gonna go with what you saying, dear friend. I'm gonna go with what you saying. BF is back up in this thing. He said Chuck Taylor hair be fucked up all the time for no reason. She be in the engines fixing cars all day.
She might have. You seen how she be looking?
Why would you do that lady like this? She is a rough looking girl though. She is kind of rough on she hard on my eyes. She a little bit hard on my eyes a little bit. So look, we're gonna jump right over. I got Amanda unanimous decision. You have Amanda by stoppage or knockout.
Stoppage. They gonna stop it. Her corner gonna stop it.
Okay. All right. I see. He said she won't age. He said, psst. Wait a minute. What did he say? Hold on. Let me find this. Psst. She won't age against Katie. Okay, Ty French. Okay.
That's a lunch lady, man. That's a lunch lady.
Okay. So listen, last fight we're going to cover tonight. Big fight. Big fight going down in Vegas. Fight that we've been wanting and clamoring for a really long time. We finally are getting Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez. Saw the weigh-in today. Interesting weigh-in. I came away with a lot of thoughts about the weigh-in. And the first thing I'm going to say is, y'all know I'm big on making your weight and preferably guys making their weight comfortably. And so, I had to raise my eyebrow a little bit when I saw Shakur come in. Now, shout out to Shakur. He had on boxers today, but he didn't have on the kind that Gary Russell Jr. Little brother had on. He had on, Gary Antoine be having on them plumber boxers. He had on some decent looking boxers today. They wasn't bad. He came in with sweats on, so hard time trying to get in and out of his sweats. When I saw him, he had his boxers on. Well, he had to come out his boxers to make the weight. So I'm like, okay, Shakur. And he immediately got a water bottle to rehydrate. So, he's young. I'm really not worried about it. But I just thought it was interesting. Made me raise my eyebrow a little bit. On the other hand, Oscar Valdez comes in underweight, 129, I think, 0.6. Looked good. Both look good. I'm not going to even say Shakur didn't look good. Both look good. Both fighters look really good. But Shakur is visibly the bigger man, and he's going to really be visibly the bigger man tomorrow. So I thought that was interesting. What did you think about the weigh-in situation?
That little piece of tissue get them every time. And we say all the time, the fight start on the scale. I'm going to tell you what I saw. Oscar Valdez ain't on no bullshit. When they did that, little stare down when Oscar turned to Ray, I don't know. It was like his brain was like, yeah, I got you. And like he wasn't too much. He wasn't all hype. He was very, 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 very reserved. And normally he all hyped up and kind of mid Charlo-ish. He ain't doing none of that shit. He was sitting there. He was laid back. He was quiet.
You know what? I'm glad you said what you just said about Charlo-ish. If you close your eyes and you listen to Charlo and then you listen to Valdez talk, they sound a lot alike. Their voice sounds so much alike to me. Funny that you said that. BF says Chuck Taylor looks like she would have gotten drafted by the Cowboys today. Listen, what you're not going to do is come on here and talk about the Cowboys, okay? That's what you're not going to do today. Now, I be kicking and laughing, but y'all
didn't get nobody, did y'all, friend?
I'm not talking about the Cowboys with y'all today on this Friday on this boxing show. I'm not
on this program. Not on this
program. No. I'm not talking about the Cowboys on this boxing program. Y'all are not finna get my blood pressure up. No.
Jared charged me $33 for a drink, friend. Y'all could at least got what y'all needed if I had to pay $33 for a drink.
Ma'am, we're not gonna do this today. No, we're not. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not. Anyway, I saw what you saw in that stare down situation. Now, sometimes a stare down can mean a lot. Sometimes it don't mean shit. A couple of weeks ago, we saw Uga stare a hole in the side of Spence's head a little bit. Didn't do a damn thing for him in the ring. Not a thing. So this stare down with Shakur was very interesting to me because normally Shakur is very jovial. He's always laughing. He has a huge smile on his face. And, I'm not sure if it's nervous energy or if that's just how he is. But this time, he had the smile on his face, but he shut that shit down. And he gave, the straight face. No laughing, all business, Shakur. So that, to me, is a little bit out of his character. I don't know if he was concerned about, making the way. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, how to read that. But what I will say is that Valdez, to me, it seemed like he was trying to put on being confident, but I'm not so sure if he believes it because I listened to him in his interviews and he's not speaking as if he's going to win. He's speaking like, I'm going to do my BESS. And whatever happens. I think he knows Shakur is the superior boxer, as we all do. But the fight can change on a dime if Shakur gets caught. That's my feeling. I'm very eager to see how he responds if ever he gets caught with a good shot. I'm very eager to see what happens after that. Now, do I think Valdez can catch him with a good shot? No, I don't. Good enough to rock him? No, I don't. But anything can happen. And I really think more than anything, uh, when Shakur said to him in that interview when they were face to face, don't cheat. I know your ass be cheating and shit. He laughed it off, but he meant that shit though. When he said that, I think he shamed Oscar even more. He was already shaming shit, but he shamed him even more in front of his face. So, the whole world is going to be watching. Oscar, if you don't look like if you look like you did in the Valdez fight, in the Burchelt fight, we're gonna want to see some results of that pee. We're gonna want to see that.
Pee, blood. They gonna have to take some hair out of the scalp.
Yeah, yeah,
If he shave his head, they gonna get it from somewhere,
yeah, yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
And
So
also,
yes.
go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I was gonna read this super chat. Valdez and Charlo sound alike because they both have the same man's meat rack in their mouth. BF. Whoo, BF, Jesus. Lord have mercy. BF. So, yeah. Well, okay. What were you gonna say,
Shakur
friend?
smells like sugar and piss. I'm gonna tell you what I saw that he does that gives me. I don't know. He's gonna be on some other shit. I don't like that grinning. He grinned in the wrong type of situations. Like, what the fuck are you smiling about?
I think it's a nervous thing. I think, some people when they're nervous or they have like uneasy energy, instead of frowning, they just smile and they can't even control it.
Sugar
They just smile.
and piss. He bad as fuck. I gotta my look my sweet little Mason. My sweet little Mason, he gonna be a Shakur Stevenson. And I'm already he 4 months old. I'm already ready to start thumping him because he bad already. There's no reason for him to be smiling like that, friend. If somebody was in my face smiling like that and we had to fight, I'm gonna automatically think you want some fuck shit. Like I'm gonna have to cut you. What's up with you? Why are you so close to me? He just smiling out. He grabbed them belts though.
He did. He did.
Wanted
He
him to
grabbed the
give that
belt.
same.
He grabbed the belts, and I saw Oscar grab belts too. Though he
Yep.
came back with that same energy. So, I'm very excited about this fight. Hey, Coach Amber, how you doing? She says, BFTV, please no violence. You know what? I don't know what he in here talking about in these comments. Ain't no telling with his crazy self. We also have No Filter Tony, aka Uber Gas, back up in here. All I know is Stevenson definitely don't have that same energy he had for Hearing, and I don't like it. And I second that emotion.
I will third that shit
I second that emotion. I second that
because he was
emotion.
popping up on my friend and his family at dinner, talking that shit to that man. I'm gonna tell you why he don't have that energy. Y'all can thank Jennifer Hearing for that shit. Because Jennifer took two of her feet, turned them sideways, and shoved them right up Shakur's ass for everybody to fucking see. He needed that shit. You know how sometimes you gotta put people in check in public. Tune in Sunday because it's gonna happen on Sunday. But yes, sometimes you have to put people in check publicly because they be doing fuck shit publicly. So publicly, I need you to shut the fuck up publicly. So that's what that is. He had that energy, but he'll never have that energy again for another fighter. Jennifer
Nope.
did what needed to be done.
Did. Yes, she did. And you know what? I noticed him in one of his interviews. He said what I preach. He was like, I'm going to just be who I am. I'm going to be my authentic self. And I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. Now, we ain't going to never forget the shit. We ain't going to forget it because I was offended. I was offended, and I don't have nothing to do with nothing. But I was offended by the energy that he put out with Hearing. But I agree with you. I think Mrs. Herring checked that. He basically told us that he checked that. He apologized to her and him. And I don't think we're going to see that again unless it's actually warranted, unless it's somebody that he really has bad blood with. And in that event, I don't mind. You know, if y'all don't like each other, y'all don't like each other, cool. But don't manufacture no bullshit because you think that's what you got to do to sell a fight or to gain fans or whatever it is. So, yeah, I agree with the both of y'all. The energy is completely different, but I did appreciate the fact that he called him out to his face about being a cheater. He did smile,
But
but he said it.
they cut Oscar off because Oscar said, "Well, I bet you won't hit another woman," and they cut that shit out the clip. Oh yeah, Oscar's with the shit. Cut that shit out. They only played Shakur's part, and on commentary, I hear you. He was trying to hype himself up because they was friends. He stopped being that man friend when he started being disrespectful to him. He was disrespectful to him in the motherfucking public for everybody to fucking see. And he didn't. I don't. If we friends, we friends. We can do this shit in a friendly fucking manner. That
Right.
shit Shakur was doing was not fucking friendly. And that friend hype, that's just who he fucking is. And that smiling ass, he crazy as fuck. You remember we was talking about people with them crazy ass fucking eyes. His shit ain't in the eyes. It's that grinning shit, friend. He finna beat the fuck out of Oscar Valdez tomorrow, and that's just what it is.
Well,
Oscar
well,
gonna try to be his BESS. That smiling weird ass little thing. He finna come in there. Listen, friend, I don't like that shit. I'm trying really hard to like Shakur. He's starting to grow up. He's starting to give me some things that I can appreciate. But that fucking, I know a girl that smiles like that. Okay,
it's
it's
personal. It's personal.
personal. I don't like that. That shit is kooky to me.
I
Know what
think
type of vibes they give off. You remember that friend I told you that she, if we fight, call her last, cause
last.
she go, that her.
Well, you, I really tend to think it's a nervous twitch. Like it's just it's a nervous thing for him. And I don't want to say he has nerves, but you know, some people just have little quirks about them. And his go-to, I smile a lot when, you know, but not like that. Like if I'm in a serious moment and his ass whooping has to commence, I'm not grinning. I'm not grinning. But I think that's just his little nervous twitch. But as far as him doing that with Jamel, he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that. I just felt like he went about that all wrong. I didn't like it. I mean, and he knew it because he apologized afterwards. If he thought that shit was okay, he would have said that. But he apologized afterwards because he knew it was some bullshit. Um, but with him, it's the grinning, and he does have wild eyes, though. You know, I tell you, I look at these boxes and I look at him, and he has wild eyes, kind of, you know, a little bit. So, I had who you have. Let me go there. Let me go there. Who you picking? Who you picking? How you picking? And give me your breakdown.
Shakur decision, because I ain't never really seen him knock no tough opponent out. So I'm
Hmm.
gonna say Shakur decision.
Okay, unanimous. Unanimous.
I'm split.
Split
My
decision.
betting soul is saying Shakur about split
Okay.
because Valdez got to really go in there and show something because he got caught cheating. So if he don't knock Shakur out, Shakur is gonna win that shit by split decision.
Okay. Ronnie Bravo, he says he needs to apologize to Ali for that BS comment. Ronnie, what comment you talking about? I'm not familiar.
Tyson Fury is the greatest boxer, heavyweight boxer in history, or whatever the fuck he.
Shakur said that. I digress. Okay. We also have No Filter back up in there. No, he's sneaky. He's one of them sneaky friends that'll break in your house and smile in your face. That's grimy. That's what that is. That is grimy. And he say he from where they from? He from New Jersey. He from Brick City. So they be a little grimy out there.
Get
So
your ass beat
you
up
know,
on some real shit. You're running to the wrong person saying, listen, you can't bring, you know what Boosie said? Boosie said when he got money, he left the fucking hood. You want to know why he left the hood? Because it was people like that still in his city trying to rob him. So it wouldn't surprise me. He give that fucking, it's that smile. Kick door, increase air forces. He do. I got a kid, man, friend. Like, and thinking about him reminds me of my child because they look similarly alike. And like, I have to stay on my son's ass because he. Remember, I was telling last week I was talking about the nerd that be doing kick door shit. That's my kid. That's my kid too.
no,
And I
no.
be having to. Oh yeah, no. I have to do him like this every once in a while to get him back right. But if I don't stay, that's Shakur. He's that handsome little boy. You don't expect him to be in none of that weird, crazy shit,
Yeah.
and he out there doing kick door shit.
Well, hopefully he has matured. He is maturing. He's still a young guy. So, he's going to make mistakes here and there. But he has a new baby. He seems to be maturing. I did see, and I don't know if you guys caught this. I was looking at the all access, and hey, Coach Amber, she says Shakur is fully capable as long as he's focused. I believe that. I believe that. I agree with that too. But y'all don't be surprised tomorrow if you see, he said he's going to have a Puerto Rican patch on his shorts, and it's going to be for his late father. So apparently he didn't have a relationship with his father, and the man was trying to have one with him, and he wasn't receptive to it. And then fast forward, his dad dies. He passes away without him really getting to know anything about the man. So um in honor of his father, he said his dad is Puerto Rican, was Puerto Rican, and so he's gonna have that patch on his shorts tomorrow. So just in case y'all see that and y'all trying to figure out when the hell, and is he trying to ride the Latino train and fans and all that kind of stuff? I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there for the folks who didn't see that. That is where that patch is coming from. He said that, I believe, in the second part of their lead up to the fight special thingamajiggy. Anyway, so yeah, I hated to hear that. Wish he could have actually had gotten acquainted with the man, but shit happens and whatnot. So my prediction is I have Shakur winning. I have Shakur winning not split. I have Shakur winning a unanimous decision. I think he's going to box Oscar's face off. I believe he's going to easily win this fight. I think Shakur is really, really smart. I think he's a really smart boxer, and I think he doesn't give a shit about people saying he didn't stand there and fight. I think he knows in his mind that he needs to fight the smart fight, take as least amount of punishment as possible. He's not finna go up in there and mix it up to please anybody. I just think he's too smart for that. And so if he is focused, and I've not seen him lose his focus in the ring yet, if he is as focused as I think he's gonna be, because he's been asking for this fight for a long time, he gonna box his ears off. I think he may not win a round. But my disclaimer is, if by chance he gets caught, I really want to see if he gonna bite down on that mouthpiece and get busy. That's what I want to see. I want to see if he can take a punch. I want to see what happens if you get hurt. I always want to see what happens if somebody's chin gets checked, just to see. Because sometimes that'll turn the best boxer into a bitch. It just does it sometimes. When you've never had that feeling before, you don't know what to do, you've never been rocked like that in front of all them people, that's where your heart shows. Now, I want to see it. I want to see it. I didn't necessarily want to see the shit a couple of weeks ago with Errol Spence, but I had to witness it. I almost lost my shit. But he showed me where his heart was. He let his nuts hang, got his shit together, and did the damn thing. I like to see that. I want to see that before I just crown somebody, before I just, give it to him. And I'm giving Shakur all the praise because I think he's one of the best boxers that we have right now, young generation. But I want to see it with him. I want to see it with Boots. I've seen Ryan, and I don't think highly of Ryan, but I saw Ryan get floored. And he got his little scrawny ass back up and finished that fight. I saw Devin get rocked. He got his ass up, held on for dear life, but finished that fucking fight. So I want to see. That's just me. I want to see what happens. I want to see. I want to see. Anyway, you have anything else, friend?
All right, friend, I think we hit the shebang. How we hit it? We hit all the spots.
Let's see. I think we have one more super chat. Let's see. Who do we have in here? Coach Amber, you came back up in this. Coach Amber says, looking at Shakur, you can tell he's a tribe member, 1 of 12. Coach, now you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. Never lied. But yeah, we shall see. He, like Baciana said, he had silver teeth, kind of pissy smelling a little bit, awkward grin and twitch. He has all the elements that say he's a stone cold killer. All the elements. We may not see it against Oscar Valdez though, because I think he's gonna be too smart, too fast, too quick, too talented, too skilled for Oscar to get his shot off. But we shall see. We shall see. Big Snack Pack is in here one more time. Thank you so much, Big Snack Pack. And then we also have Evander Holyfield. Hey, ladies. Hey, Evander, if that's you. So yeah, that's all we have for y'all this week. Baciana, you got anything? Oh, I love the t-shirt. Let me see that. I'm just now seeing what the t-shirt say. Looky.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
Look,
this is my shirt V brought me. Okay, I can't remember where he got this shirt from. But yeah, child, I'm always coming down with something. And yeah, he pissy. He smell like piss and syrup. Y'all know how bad kids smell. Bad kids smell like sugar. Every bad kid you didn't smell, one of 3 things that has been wrong with them. They had a snotty nose, they smell like pee, or they smell like sugar. Y'all know bad kids.
And if they real bad, they all 3 at the same damn time.
And they all have silver teeth. And not to, oh no. If they real bad, not the 3. They can't have 3 at one time. They gotta have 2 at the same time. If they have the 2 at the same time, piss and sugar is Shakur. You know certain kids smell. Piss and sugar is the real bad ones.
Anthony Bolton. Baciana, I know what you mean because I used to be one of those nerds who got away with everything all the way until I got arrested as an adult. Ooh, that's awful. See? That's awful. That's awful.
Nerds be doing the most kick dough ass shit you'll ever see in your life. Nerds are weird. You know who also is weird? Musicians. Musicians like to fight.
A lot of people don't know that, but yeah. Mm-hmm. And you know why? Because people used to try musicians because they thought they were soft because they played instruments. Yeah, and then they have to get in folks' ass. Yeah, this is true. This is all true. Okay, y'all. Thank y'all for sharing y'all's Good Friday with us. We will see y'all on Sunday on the fight party, and then we'll be back. Guess who's fighting next weekend, Baciana?
Who, friend? Tell me. I'm so excited.
You're going to be your favorite, Canelo and Bivol. Aren't they on the 7th?
Is it the 7th?
It will be will it be the 7th?
You know what? Something is telling me they rescheduled the date of this fight, but I ain't sure.
I think so. I think so. Somebody coming. I think somebody is that first week in May, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Canelo and Bibble. So we'll definitely be back for
Maybe it
that one,
is. Yes,
y'all.
it is.
Yeah, we'll definitely be back in the house for that. So y'all stay tuned.
Yes, because Cadella gonna have on a good fresh pair of silk pajamas for this weigh in. Huh. I might come in here real rich on Friday. Just cause. Just cause.
All righty. Okay. And for those of y'all who don't know, the Memphis Grizzlies just closed it out against the Memphis Grizzlies beat the Timberwolves. Yes, they did.
They
I
beat
like
him?
Ja Morant. They beat them.
Yes,
So they're on
big
to the
boy.
next
Say.
series. Yeah. All right, y'all. We are out. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for super chatting and chatting it up in the chat with each other. And we'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all. Bye.